Welcome back to the channel. My name is Douglas, and what you just heard was the brand new Pearl Upright from Nord. Now what we're going to do now is jump over to the computer. I'm going to show you how to download and install this upright piano onto your Nord keyboard. I have the Nord Stage 3 Compact, but any Nord keyboard with a piano section on it should be able to use this sound. The process is probably going to be fairly similar to what I'm going to go through on the Nord Stage 3. But if you have any questions, throw those down in the comments below. A couple of prerequisites before we jump over. I do have the Nord plugged into my computer via USB cable, and I also have the Nord Sound Manager, which allows me to manage all of the sounds in the libraries right from my computer and send those sounds to the keyboard itself. So it makes it really easy. Go ahead and download the Nord Sound Manager from the Nord keyboard website, and that'll help you a lot when you're trying to make space for these new sounds, and it makes transferring those really easy to your keyboard. So let's jump over, let's get this downloaded and installed onto the keyboard. So over here on the computer, I've got the Nord website pulled up. It's www.nordkeyboards.com. And then they actually have a couple of banners up here for the Pearl Upright. But if you're watching this a little bit later on than the initial release, you're gonna go to Sound Libraries, Nord Piano Library, and select your instrument. So I'm going to select, in my case, the Nord Stage 3. Go to Upright Pianos. And then right at the top here, we've got the Pearl Upright. I'm not sure where it'll be in the list when you're watching this, but click on Pearl Upright. That brings you over to a description of it, as well as the different downloads. So Nord provides multiple sizes to their piano sounds and a lot of their sounds. And the extra large is going to have the most dynamics and nuances to the sound. And then all the way down to the small. You can mess around with these if you don't have a lot of space on your Nord and you want to try out this sound. Feel free to try some of the smaller ones. We're going to use the XL in this case because I want the full characteristics and dynamics of this piano sound and all of the features that come with it. So I'm going to click on the XL right here. That's going to download it to my computer. Again, you'll see that it's in an NPNO file format, and we need the Nord Sound Manager in order to get this onto our Nord. And you can download that by going to Software and then Nord Sound Manager. And then you can download that, and that will then allow you to access the sound libraries on your Nord. So let's go ahead and pull up the Nord Sound Manager. So we're going to go Nord and Nord Sound Manager right here in my apps. We're going to open that up. And again, I have the Nord Stage 3 plugged in. You'll see on my screen it said synchronizing. And what it did here on the computer screen, if I maximize this window, I have my different sound panels across here. So piano, I can see all of the different piano sounds I have in this piano section. I have my sample library, my programs, my synth section, and then my songs as well. So you can stitch together sounds into songs for live use. Again, Nord is super powerful. And check out my other videos on my channel around the Nord if you're wondering how to use the Nord Stage 3. And in this case, we're just going to go to the piano library, and you'll see that we've used all but 43.9 megabytes. So we've got to make some space because if you remember, the download for this sound was about 182 megabytes. So we need to make sure we have at least 182 megabytes free here in our Nord piano sound in order to bring in the extra large version of the Pearl Upright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, and the Felt Upright was the last sound that Nord came out with prior to the Pearl Upright. I am going to replace the Felt Upright with the Pearl Upright. So one great thing that we can do here is we can right click on this Felt Upright XL, and we can say substitute. We can relink any programs that use this piano, and we can also select this in the instrument. So if I click that, it's actually going to select that here in the Nord for me. So we can control the Nord to some extent through here. Now what I'm going to do is, because I'm replacing the Felt Upright, I want to know if this Felt Upright is used in any of my programs. So a program in the Nord Stage 3 is just a reference to different samples and sounds like piano sounds, and it allows you to build some combos and things like that. So what we can do is we can click on this little info button here, and it pulls up the information for this sound. So if I choose the Royal Grand, for example, you'll see that this is used in 197 programs across the Nord Stage 3. That would be a tough one because there's so many places this is used. You could substitute this or relink, but what we're going to do is we're going to go in and do the Felt Upright, which you can see is only used in Worship Combo 11, which is one of my new worship programs. Now what we could do is a couple of things here. One, we could click Relink Programs. we could pick a new piano sound that we want to relink this one program, the Worship Combo 11, and that would relink that. Or what we can do is we can use this nifty little substitute option. We can click that and we can browse for our new Pearl upright, which is right here in my downloads. I'm going to double click on that, and that's going to bring that in. What this is going to do is it's going to delete the felt upright. It's going to upload the Pearl upright, and it's going to replace the reference in Worship Combo 11 that is referencing the felt upright to the Pearl upright. So I'm going to click substitute. It's going to go ahead and do a little cleaning activity. You'll see that the screen on the Nord Stage 3 reflects that as well, and it says about 3 minutes. So we're going to fast forward ahead, let this do its thing, and we'll come back once this is loaded. And as this is getting close to finishing, one thing to note is don't turn off your Nord while this is happening. It's important to let it do its thing. And we see on the screen now it says substitute completed successfully. And on the Pearl upright here, XL, we can see that it's linked to Worship Combo 11, which is what we would expect. So we can either right click on this and say select in instrument, or if we go over to our Nord Stage 3, we can click on this type button here in the piano select and move from the grand to the upright. And then we can use this little encoder to scroll through and pick our Pearl upright, which we can see right here. So pretty simple and straightforward, and we've got the brand new Pearl upright here on our Nord Stage 3. Well, there you go. Hopefully that was helpful in giving you an idea of what the new Pearl upright sounds like, as well as how to download and install that onto your keyboard. If you've got any questions, throw those down in the comments below. Thanks for watching, stay inspired, and keep making that music.